Okay, welcome in. We are now live here. You'll see myself, Amadi, on the screen. I'm waving to you. You have Jack Groppel that's with us also.
Everybody,
We, Jack, are about 6 days
we
from
are
the book launch. How are you feeling?
great. I mean, it's pretty incredible to finally be at this point.
Yes, yes. Been a long. So, for the people that are tuning in, we're going to be live on your YouTube we'll be live on your YouTube and your LinkedIn
Correct.
on January 8th, which is Thursday, a week from Thursday. We're going to go live at 5:55 p.m. Eastern Time. And what can the people look forward to seeing on Thursday?
Well, it's going to be a pretty fast-moving hour. We've got I'll be speaking obviously, but we've got video vignettes of people that are players in the book, if you will, and I even have a message from one of my guides on the mountain on Kilimanjaro who sent us a voicemail to welcome everybody and how he's thinking about us. And then I have a special guest that's showing up that's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. All right. Any clues as to who the special guest may be? You don't have to tell us who it is, but any clues?
A former world-class athlete that I had the great fortune to work with.
All right. All right. We like that. Now, who else will be in the audience during the event?
I've got a few family members that are coming in for the live event, friends, and then some dignitaries, some tennis teaching professionals that are good friends of mine, people coming from all over the state of Florida to the event. So it's pretty exciting. I'm honored at the people that are attending.
All right. Now, just as we're on the eve of the launch of your official memoir, how are you feeling about that?
You know, that's an interesting question because it's ironic that Kilimanjaro is the backdrop for the whole book, because when we got to the summit of Kilimanjaro, we had trained, my son and I had trained so hard for that when you got there, it was like, wow, we did it. It was a sense of accomplishment, but it wasn't the euphoria, the exhilaration that you kind of anticipate. It was like, okay, job well done, accomplished, task done. And I think that's kind of how I feel as we get close to the book. I mean, there's been so much anticipation, and I've been working so hard on it for so long that it's not necessarily relief, but it's a sense of accomplishment. And I'm excited to share my story with the world.
Yes, yes. I can definitely relate to the relief part of it. Now, if is there one person from your past that you really want to read the book? If there is one person, who would it be and why?
Well, he's passed away now, but it would be
Yes.
Dr. Charles Dillman, my advisor when I was a master's student at the University of Illinois. And he was the man that when I made the change from agriculture to kinesiology, he was the man that said the infamous 17 words to me. Basically, he said, if you apply yourself, you could become a pioneering leader in the science of tennis performance. And it literally changed the navigational coordinates of my life, those 17 words.
Nice. Okay. Now, when did you first start writing the book? When did you kind of first put pen to paper?
Well, I mean, you could argue that I've been keeping notes on this forever, because a lot of people they're shocked at my recall from when I was a teenager and a foreign exchange student in Guatemala, because I took notes. I kept kind of a diary.
Hmm.
Uh, so I've kind of kept notes about things that I've done, like even some of the crazy stuff I've done over the years, like some of the travel that I did, and with ridiculous amounts of travel and decisions that weren't necessarily smart, if you will, SMRT maybe, I don't know, they weren't very smart. Uh, so I've just kept a journal all along. So I've been writing the book for a long time, but it was on the mountain where I decided to really write the whole story, everything, not just the really cool stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Now, we'll go back to maybe a few years ago when you first started to kind of organize the book, write the manuscript. And if we go back to that moment in time and you were to give yourself some advice based on everything you've learned throughout the project, what advice would that be?
Well, I would have advised myself to start where I ended up finishing. In other
Mm,
words, everybody's giving you props and they're lifting you up. It's like a posse telling you how great your life's been, and you need to tell your story. But yet, at the same time, if you really tell the story of the transformation that you went through in your life, that involves some pretty difficult things, like how difficult my relationship with my dad was, and marriages, plural, and that I'm not proud of, but it's part of the journey that needed to be told in the transformation process. And then going to China by myself to adopt my son, I mean, everything was part of the transformation. So I would advise my younger self, tell the whole story. Start immediately with the whole story in mind.
Got it. Brilliant advice. Thanks for sharing. Any final words for the people as we're all preparing to tune in on January 8th?
Well, I mean, I'm just truly honored that people, I mean, people are showing great interest in my story, and I'm hoping that it touches people's lives. I mean, as you know, the dedication of the book is to anyone that ever felt they weren't good enough, or anybody that ever felt they had to please someone. And I think that includes a lot of people in the world today. So I'm hopeful that I can touch some lives and that the book has reach.
All right. So if you're watching now, tune in on Thursday, January 8th. We'll go live around 5:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be on live for about an hour with a action-packed agenda. And with that, thanks for spending some quick time with us to give people a little snippet of what they'll see. And we will see everyone on Thursday.
Thanks, everyone.